Hello and welcome to another podcast. I'm Fettouhi. Let's talk games. I'm truly sorry that I haven't been around a lot for at least a month or so. I think it's actually more now. I think it's over a month, but there is a reason for this. I have been really sick these past couple of weeks here. Actually, I was getting healthier 2 weeks ago. Was after I've done some certification tests, or actually only one certification test. I was gonna do a podcast, which I told about in my latest unboxing video. That one was coming at least the week after, but I got a relapse and got hospitalized again. Um, so sorry about that. And of course, since I'm not available, nobody else is around. Of course, do the podcast since it's a solo podcast. But I hope I still have listeners out there. I haven't been able to check up if people are listening to some of the old episodes. I hope they are. I hope they enjoy them. But I'm back, and it's time to get back in gear. If people want to contact me and stuff, you can always do that. But enough about that crap. Anyways, I have had a hard time trying to get back into the game with getting all the information because there's been happening so many things. Batman Arkham City came out. I got that. Drake's Uncharted Free, or Uncharted Free, Drake's Deception is the right title. I also got that. The problem is I haven't lying around. I haven't had the energy to start playing them, so I'm a little behind that. Um, um, what I've been trying to do is pretty much focus my energy on trying to recover, but been reading a lot instead. I've actually been. I think through this past month, I think I've gone through 6 or 7 books. Um, so not a lot of gaming actually. I've been playing some World of Warcraft, but it's mostly like an hour, and I can't take it anymore. But I'm getting back into it. Just I think this weekend is going to be special. I'm going to tell you why. I'm actually going to go to a conference here in Denmark, and it's actually it's not the first, but it's probably the first time they actually started actually promoting it the right way through Twitter, Facebook, and some stupid blog they have, which is really worse. But at least I found them on Facebook. It's called Beat 2011. It's going to be a game or a technology show. That means PlayStation is going to be there, Nokia is going to be there, or I don't think Nokia, HTC is going to be there, Samsung is going to be there. A lot of company, Microsoft is going to be there with their Xbox. So that's going to be really interesting. The most thing I'm excited about is that Sony has promised they will show us the Vita this Saturday. Actually, it starts Friday and going through 3 days. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Where the floor is going to show you the Vita. I'm hoping, really, really hoping, I tweeted this out, that I'm going to be able to actually have one in my hands and actually play it or at least check it out. I don't hope it's going to be behind a steel plate glass, protected by a guard or something, so we just can watch it. I actually want to touch it, I actually feel like. So I'm going to try to talk to people, maybe take some pictures if I can. So that's pretty exciting. Of course, they're going to show some games also. Um, I've heard rumors of some new Kinect games. I don't care about that, but they're going to show that. And Samsung is gonna show off, maybe show off the new Google phone. Uh, which previously was called Nexus Prime. It's called Google. I think it's Google Nexus or the Samsung Nexus. I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. It's Samsung Nexus, I think. But anyways, that might be there. No, Nokia is going to be there actually. remember. It's not Nokia themselves, but Microsoft, because Microsoft is going to promote some of the Windows 7 phones, which nobody cares about, but they're going to be there. And Nokia just came out with the N800, which is going to be there. So that's going to be interesting to see that. It has the Xbox Live features and all. I actually haven't held an Xbox or a Microsoft phone in a long time. I had a Windows Mobile 6. I had 6.5. I still have it lying around. Actually, I haven't seen the 7 actually holding and trying it out. I'm purely Android. I'm running around with my Galaxy S2 phone, which I'm really happy about. Still happy about. So that's going to be interesting. And let me actually check what else is going to be there. If you give me a sec. Just going to go to that. And I'm actually I have been bugging the hell out of the people who are responsible for this because I wanted a floor plan, and well, that wasn't really something they or they had it, but it's more like, well, they haven't showed us anything yet, and it's actually just today they came up with a schedule, what's going to do, or at least around. So looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. It's going to be spread out at least through a pretty large amount of the Bella Center, which is the center open biggest center open Copenhagen, where they're going to hold the conference, or this whatever you're going to call it. But anyways, it's going to be exciting. Lego Mindstorm is going to be there. Kingston is going to promote some stuff. Nova Data, the Steel series. There's going to be some esports event. I know StarCraft 2 is going to be played on Sunday. So some of the Danish contestants are going to try to get, I think it's to get to Korea, actually, getting an opportunity to their sponsorship. HTC, Samsung, MC5 Fight Night from Nokia is going to be. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff. I'm hoping to get as much more for Microsoft, of course. There's going to be demos, and Asus also going to be here. So there's a variety of phones, all the technology stuff. Another smaller company, which I actually know is going to show off some remote choppers, actually, like remote control choppers and cars. So that's also going to be fun, and of course also a hi-fi company is going to be there showing us some of their stuff, some of their hi-fi and high-end sound systems. So there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. So I'm hoping that that I'll be able to see it all. I'm going to drive up if I'm healthy enough. Again, this is also part of my health because I'm not recovered yet. I'm still on sick leave, working a little bit from home as much as I can. I'm going to tomorrow. I'm going back to the hospital to get checked up on, and from that, let's see what happens. At least I have the energy to start a podcast again, but that's also because I feel obligated to actually get this in gear again, because I know that people wanna have something to listen to, or at least I wanted to if I was listening to a lot of podcasts, which I do. I hate being run dry, especially while I'm working. So enough about that. It's going to be exciting, and I am going to try to take some pictures. So I'm going to upload some pictures, probably tweet them out, maybe Facebook them, tweet them, probably most of them. When I'm over there, so it's going to be live. So you're probably going to wake up till Sunday, maybe. No, you're going to wake up Saturday. If you're following me on Twitter.com/Fettouhi. You're probably gonna check out some of the stuff there, and I'm trying, of course, to get permission also, because it's not. I'm not sure we will be able to, or I will be able to. I'm going over there with my brother, hopefully. I'm not sure we're going to be allowed to take pictures, especially some of the prototype stuff. I don't know what they're showing else. It's just hints, but I'm trying to give me a second. I'm trying to. I know they tweeted or Facebook the list about. Um, uh, God damn it. There we go. There it is. They actually Facebooked a couple of hints what they were hoping to get. And of course, we're going to get some of the stuff that Microsoft, of course, is going to promote some of their stuff because even though it's out, they're going to promote it. So, for instance, I'm guessing they're going to show up for Gears of War 3 just to get us hyped about it because Christmas is coming soon. So, people who are there for other stuff who haven't seen Gears of War 2 or 3, oh sorry, will probably do it. I know Sony is actually going to show Uncharted 3, which I find stupid, but of course they need to keep the ball rolling. So yeah, and I'm trying to find what I can for this here. Let's see here. Give me a second. I'm trying to find this here. And sorry, I'm not going to link this because, first of all, you're not going to understand any of it because it's a Danish company behind it and it's all Danish, so you're not going to understand a damn thing about it. So I'm just telling you. Oh yeah. There's hints of what was it? Where do I find? No, not this. Oh come on, for God's sakes, give me the link. Give me a second. Give me a second. Anyways, here we go. Here's the link about the Vita, at least, that they're saying this is going to be shown. But this is pretty much crap anyway, so what I'm going to do here is this, and I'm going to go to the side and hope that I can find this here. Give me a sec. Anyways, I hope all of you have been playing some great games that have been coming out. As I said, Gears of War 3, of course, but right now we are, of course, handing in Arkham City, which has been giving crazy reviews. The whole thing about it is that I think it's around the 9.3, and I know that that Uncharted is getting a 9.5, so they're highly stocked on scores, at least. But they're also selling well. Another thing, since we're talking about sales, now, since you know I've been a huge fan of Deus Ex Human Revolutions, and I have finished it. Before I got sick, I was actually still playing it. I was doing my second run of it on hard. I haven't finished that. As I said, I haven't been playing a lot. The other thing is that what's it called? What's it called? That of course the DLC got released, sold. I think okay. I haven't tried it, but it's definitely going to be interesting. I have it. I still need to play that. But the great thing is that it has sold really well. It has sold 2.18 million. That's not on a single player. That's multi-platform, and that's really great. I really uh, envy, of course, the people behind it making such a great game. It's been uh, It's been a great experience playing it. Let's see here. Here's something about the sponsors. They're talking about the new Google phone, which also might be there. We're all hoping. A lot of people have been asking that Samsung is going to get that phone with us, as I talked about before. And of course, Rage, of course, is going to. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. I hate this site. It's such unconstructive crap they're posting. Who gives a crap on all this? If you want, it's because it's a blog. They post all kinds of crap. And instead of having a site specifically for the event, or at least a sub-site, they're putting it in with all the other crap they're posting. So it's almost impossible to find, for instance, like, okay, what's actually coming? What's not the secrets, but what are people speculating are coming? And that's the fucking thing that I'm looking for, because there was some speculations on what's going to be at the Bella Center this year, and the speculations are that let's see here. Yeah, Windows Phone Connect. Of course, they're going to show up the new upgrade, Mango. Who gives a rat's ass about this? This is most interesting. Apple's not going to be there. Apple doesn't care. If they want to show something off, they're going to do their own event. Apple, I'm not going to say Apple is so not big in Denmark. It's more that Denmark is so small that it's not worth having a call center or a big company posting this. So it's probably in Sweden or in Germany. I'm still trying to find this here. Yeah, I know that this here, but what are we gonna see? What's the speculations? Where is this shitty post I'm looking for? You're probably hating me now because I haven't found it before I started recording the podcast, but that doesn't really matter. You know that. Oh, also, if you haven't, check out the Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer. Or teaser, whatever you call it. It looks really interesting. The game looks really, or the CGI in it, looks really cool, actually. I can't wait for that. Actually, what I'm really excited about is actually Saints Row. Saints Row 3 is coming next week. That's going to be awesome. Okay, here's what Sony might be or is going to show off. So we know they're going to show off the Vita. That's confirmed. I know this. So that's 100% should be there. Uncharted 3, they're going to show Ratchet & Clank All for One. It's already out. Resistance 3, we don't care about that. They are already out pretty much. So they're going to show something new. They talked a little bit about they're going to have something special for us. I think it's the Vita themselves, but we already confirmed that. So it's hard to really figure out, are they going to show us a new game? Are they going to show, for instance, Microsoft could show off Mass Effect, for instance. But that's BioWare, because it's not region locked anymore, or not console locked anymore. So BioWare is not going to be there. So that I'm not sure. We're probably going to see a sneak peek. It's hard to tell. I'm hoping we're going to get to play some of the demos. Maybe, especially since E3 has been, Tokyo Game Show has been, and I'm really hoping that, for instance, Sony takes some of the things with them. The problem is Sony's not represented officially in my country again, because, well, it's a fucking small country, and they don't want to. It's expensive to start a company here. There's a lot of obligations and taxes and all that, and it's smarter to start a company elsewhere. So it's they are actually outsourcing it to another country or another company here, a Danish company who's been around a long time. and they are going to be there also. So both of them are represented, but I'm not sure. It's probably from Sweden because Sweden probably closest. No, not Sweden. No, the closest one is probably England or Germany. I know there's a station in England, and I know there's a station in Germany, which is this is Sony Europe Entertainment. That's uh, that's 100% sure to use. This here is just like, yeah. Um, we're also gonna see, for instance, I'm also gonna see there are since I talked hi-fi, there's gonna be like, for instance, Philips, LG. Uh, I don't, I don't think Panasonic is on the list. That's my TV type or model or brand. Sorry. Um, so there are going to be a lot of different things. Garmin is going to be there, for instance. So I'm probably going to see something to do smart GPS systems they have for cars. But who cares? So again, some interesting stuff. And I can't find this here. I hate this site. Sucks ass. Purely. Um, oh, looks like there's going to be competition here to. Might be a car or two that are out there. Tesla, maybe. Interesting. Enough about that. Fuck this here. It's gonna be exciting. You're gonna have to wait, of course, till I'm healthy enough to get over there, and of course to take all the pictures and upload them. But anyways, enough about this. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Actually, I'm looking at joystick site, and Modern Warfare 3 is, of course, been there are popping trailers up all over the place. Battlefield 3 has just been released, I think, if I remember correctly. Give me a sec, because I can check that instantly. Because just gonna look at the 6. Actually, looks like just today, Modern Warfare 3 just shipped. I thought it was here. This is because Battlefield 3 should also have been shipped a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm losing track of time and date, so I've been getting hardly pressed by it. Yeah, it's out, but when did it come out? Battlefield 3 wiki. I think it was a week ago. It's pretty close. Yeah, it was a week last week. Today is actually the release date of Modern Warfare 3, which is probably selling a shit ton of copies right now. Anyways, a lot of the trailers out there. Actually, one of the trailers that I find really, actually pretty funny and pretty good. It looks like crap because they did a shitty animation with Jonah Hill. But if you haven't seen Jonah Hill, he's lost a shit ton of weight. Impressive, probably worked his ass off. But anyways, check out the live action video from called Noob Wars, the Noob of War, which is pretty funny actually. Yeah, you can check that out. Joystick on game trailers. But anyways, concept art for Devil May Cry, the new remodeling of the whole thing. It looks scary. It looks actually the model here that I'm looking at on Joystick Devil May Cry enemy concept art is they look a lot like at least this character here has a little bit of Silent Hill to it, and I still hate the new character, even though he's so much like the Twilight guy. I hate Twilight guy at the bottom of my heart. So not impressed. It looks like Limbo inspired a short film also, The Tie, which you can check out on Joystick. It's on page 3 right now, probably page 4 when you're reading this. but check it out. Um, and of course, upcoming games next week, like I said, is Saints Row. Also, Zelda. Zelda is coming out this month, and it's going to be a worldwide release because, or at least U.S. and Europe. I don't think it's. Yeah, I think it's going to be worldwide actually. If it isn't already out in Japan, and there's going to be a collector's edition, and this collector's edition is fucking expensive, and it's fucking boring. It's going to be a fucking. I'm not cursing a lot right now, but it's just that this is probably, excuse me, the worst special condition, limited edition collector's edition, call it what you want. It's the worst one this year. Zelda Skyward Sword's limited edition is, right now, it's called Special Edition. You get a second. I'm trying to figure out where the hell I can see. Let's go to GameStop. I hate GameStop, but it's just that it's easy to find at the okay price. But anyways, the game is fucking expensive. It's costing over here. It's $130 for. You get the game, you get the gold Wii remote, and you get the soundtrack. That's it. That's three things. And one of the things that you should get anyways. And the Wii Motion Plus is required. The Wii Motion Plus remote. It's not fucking gold. It's fucking gold colored. So I'm not impressed. And Wii Motion Plus is like $20. So why the hell does this game cost so much? Yeah. Good question. I don't know. Over here it's insane. Why the hell? Yeah, and the weird thing is it's $70 over in the US. I don't know and it's not like it's probably because we're not. Over here it's a limited edition, so I'm betting that we're only get a limited amount, just like Ocarina of Time Gold, the golden. This is going to be also golden disc and all that crap. So I'm pretty sure that this here is going to be like get 100,000 copies. We probably got like 5,000, and of course the retail is going to just we only have these. We're not going to get it anymore. They're not going to be printed again. We know some people are like buy maybe two, and have one wrapped up, and then sell it on eBay in a couple of years and get around $500 for it, which is probably what the golden cartridge is costing right now. So I'm not the guy who buys things for profit, especially collector's edition. I buy them because I want them, because I think they're interesting, and I like to do unboxing videos. This here is definitely not a collection. I'm not going to buy it. It's too expensive over here, and you get so little with it. There's no DLC because, well, it's on the Wii. No DLC is ever going to hit that, especially for a Zelda game. And there's no statues, nothing. It's just worth nothing. I'm really disappointed. And again, price is high over here, so I'm not going to buy it on release. I'm probably going to buy it later this year, maybe at Christmas when it's probably going down a couple bucks. And it's going to be normal edition. I still have some of the games on the Wii, on pack, like for instance, Super Mario Galaxy 2, still in box, haven't played it, haven't opened it. So that's not going to happen. On the other note, is of course a week from now, Saints Row. I said, I have a hard time trying to figure out should I buy what console should I buy for? because I have Saints Row 1 and 2 on the Xbox. There's no transit from 2 to 3, like take your character over. And I'm not saying take your character over like, oh, you get all this money and all that crap. No, I'm talking about like, could I get my character so I don't have to spend hours, and I'm talking hours because that game is so detailed. They launched the demo, which is not a fucking demo, it's a fucking Barbie kit, where you can customize your character to tremendous amounts. And upload it, share it, people can download it if they think your character is interesting. You can download others, and you are ready to have your character created when the game hits next week. Which is fucking unbelievable, because I would rather have, like the old games, have a open world game, 30 minutes to play it, check it out, is it good enough? Do I want to put my 50, 60 bucks down in this game? No, we get a Barbie kit. But the game looks good. I'm definitely going to buy that at least. The problem is that over here we're not going to get the 100% special edition where you get the headphones, which I actually wanted because they look pretty cool. And they are, of course, Saints Row branded. The other thing is that I don't know what console I'm going to buy it on. Steam is more expensive. It's more expensive to buy it on Steam than going out and buying it on PC retail. It's cheaper buying retail. The problem is that it's fucking demanding. The game is a lot more demanding per se as Rage, for instance. Rage is actually really, really easy to run when you got your graphics drivers correct and all of that, and tweaks and all that to get it to run, because there's been such many problems with it. But it should be patched up pretty well. It runs great on mine. It runs 60 frames per second. This game here is insanely demanding from what I expected. I'm just going to look up the system requirements. Because the system requirements for lowest setting are not like, well, you can run this on dual core, but it's actually, this here is actually the first system, the first game that I've seen actually saying, well, recommended is that you have a quad core, we recommend that you have 4 gigs of RAM, and I recommend we load this page here instead, because I can't remember it all. This page is not loading, so I'm gonna boot up Steam instead. Come on. But anyways, this is something that I take me off, because I don't have nothing against playing it on PC if it runs good. I have my controller. Skyrim, just so you know, I am going to talk a little bit about Skyrim, which is coming out this week also. So don't worry, I'm not missing that much, hopefully. Anyways, back to Saints Row. Saints Row. Give me a sec. Saints Row, there it is. Yeah, I am old enough. I hate that. Okay, system requirements. The game can run on XP. On XP, it says dual core, 2 gigs of RAM, have a 320 megabyte video card, graphics card with a shader model of 3.0, or a GeForce 8800 series or better, or a Radeon HD 300 series or 3800 series or better. DirectX 9, 10 gigs of hard disk space, not a problem. Sound, of course, compatibility with DirectX 9.0C. And for core play, they are pretty much saying that you need 640 megabytes RAM or 1 gig of RAM for the graphics card. So the graphics card for core play is a little bit higher. Anyways, most people are either on Mac or running Windows 7. Actually, for most PC people, it's actually the most common system now. It's actually turned around XP. It's more common to have Windows 7 now, especially newer machines. So requirements are any quad-core processor, Intel iCore 5 I have an i Core 5, and it's gonna be free. It has to be at least 3.0 gigahertz and higher. Uh, or sorry, that's for a dual core. That's what they're saying. If you want to have a dual core, it has to be 3 gigahertz and higher. You have a, and it takes any quad core. Just has to be Intel i5 or higher, or a Phenom 2 X4. I know for people who don't know not much about computers here, it's more like there are two big giants. There are Intel and there are AMD. Intel makes the iCore processors, and AMD makes the Phenom processor. The iCore 5 is the middle processor, and the Phenom 2 X4 is the same equivalent. So not high end, but not low end. 4 gigs of RAM. That's a minimum. Uh, 1 gigabyte of RAM on the graphics card. Doesn't matter what type it is. It has to be a shader model 4.0. That means it has to be a GeForce type GTX 400 or a Radeon HD 500 series. So I'm just hitting those here. I have a 5770 model, HD 5750 actually, I think. Mine has 1 gig, so I'm just scratching this. It, of course, supports DirectX 11 and all that. The sound is the only DirectX 9.0, but it doesn't matter. So, and my computer at the moment is middle-aged, high-end. High-end. My build is a little bit special because it can run a lot of other special things because it demands it, or I demand it. But this here is definitely, it's not a normal PC that I have. It's a high-end one. Of course, I don't have the high-end stuff because it's too expensive, but it's definitely up there. And if this is the system requirements, then not normal people can go out and buy this on PC. Even though it probably would run okay. Maybe they're over exaggerating it, but I always thought back in the day where I skipped um, I skipped the GameCube, I skipped the N64. At that time when that was out, I was playing the PlayStation 2, which I didn't play that much. It's actually later, a lot later when the PlayStation 3 era started or just before when I started getting a lot of games for the PlayStation 2 because I wouldn't go out and hack it. And the other thing is that I didn't have that much money at that time, so I couldn't just go out and buy games for $60. That was over my budget. So what I did instead, I played a lot of PC games, and I've been playing PC games all my life. But the problem is that I always said, well, you look at the system requirements, and you look at that and make sure you have more, at least a lot more, because they are always under the normal requirements, especially to run it so you enjoy it. It's not if you were having just the things that it said, it would likely 20 frames per second. I don't know if times have changed. It's been a long time since I was skeptical of Rage, really skeptical. But I got a positive experience from that, and I bought it on Steam, had to pre-order. Great experience when I got the game running after the first patch. But this here, I don't know, especially over Steam since it's more expensive. It's just as expensive as the consoles. And I know you say, "Oh, why is that?" But well, if I go out and buy resale, buy it for disc, PC disc, I actually get it for I think it's almost $20 off, no, $18 off. So that's $40 it cost to have a retail copy on PC, and it costs $60 to have, or $50 to, or actually $60 to have it on for Steam. So, and I get the same amount of game. I still get the DLC and all that. So, that point, downloadable, a digital buy is not an option for me. It's I don't. $18 is still something. Well, okay, I can live with a copy. I can live with having a stupid DVD to install it. Yeah, for $18, yeah, I can live with it. But the requirements are holding me off. So the options are Xbox and PS3. I like playing on my PS3 more. Never hid that. But the game's a little bit more expensive, and they actually force you because I don't know why over here, but they force you, at least with my retailer, they force you to pay like a couple, I think $2 more, and you get deals. And over in the US, if you pre-order, you get deals. So you just have to order the stupid game. So I don't have to. You don't have to pay that $2. I have, and I also have to pay a lot more than you anyway. So I'm still debating. But I'm thinking PlayStation, actually. I know the games are on the other, but since there's no real reason for it, and the game looks so good, looks okay on both consoles, I don't think there's going to be a lot of difference. And if there is, it's so minimal, and only the fanboys are just going to go and nitpick on the stuff. And if there's going to be problems with the game on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be also on the Xbox. The only thing that I'm afraid of is that there's going to be some DLC restriction. We've seen that. We've seen that crap all the time. We see that at Microsoft, what they are doing instead, well, I can't get this game here signed over to my console specifically, then I'm going to sign the DLC. And some DLC are going to be exclusive for the rest of life, and then we actually, through a lot of years, seeing it that it's going to be on coming out finally after 2 or 3 years. So the problem is that the only thing is that I don't know how many discs it's going to be on, and I don't have the new model, and I don't have an extra hard drive, and the new older hard drives are hard to come by. So there's a lot of ifs, maybe, buts, and blah. It's just all these things. If you're in the same predicament as me, saying, do I buy it on PC? Do I buy it on Xbox? Do I buy it on PlayStation? I have all consoles, all systems available. If your system is not high enough, you're probably going to say, okay, I'm not going to buy it on PC, even though it's cheaper. I'm not going to buy it there because I don't want my PC to be the holdup on my restrictions, because then you're going to say, oh, I'm going to go out and buy a new graphics card. That's $100, $200. Maybe it's your CPU. That's definitely a lot more money also. So maybe it's both. So if it would be easier to just switch over to one of the other models, and that's over to the consoles. That's what I'm doing instead of forcing so much money down to my PC, because I don't use it for playing that much. I use it more for work and editing and all that stuff, which it does fine. Then you have the predicament. If you're on a console only, you have both systems. Okay, what do I buy it on? Problem is that if you're on an older system and you don't have the same hard disk space, for instance, I have a lot of, you still probably have to install the game because it's on DVD. And I don't know how many DVDs it's going to be on. It's going to be 2 or it's going to be 3. It's going to be an open world game. It looks fucking great. I'm betting 2 or 3. I'm going to be impressed if they can put it on 1, but I'm thinking it's going to be like probably an insane amount of install time. Then you can say, okay, do I want to switch disks? Do I have the hard disk space to install like 3 times DVDs on my Xbox? I have a 60 gig, and I have to delete some stuff to get it. So do I want to go out and buy a new hard drive for that? That's the same problem with upgrading a PC. But the problem is you're upgrading a console. This console could break, and if you sell it, you can't use the new hard drive on the new system because the new black slim doesn't support the new drives, or at least not the new drives itself. It's supported. It's just like it's encased in a fucking plastic, and you need to put it on top. And the new slim, you have to put it inside. So that's also a problem. With the PS3, the only issue here is that Will it get DLC? And that's it. So from all the problems I'm seeing, I'm probably going to lean to um, what's it called, PS3, because I think I bought Saints Row 2 on Xbox because it was a lot cheaper, but I know that the PS3 version was also really highly recommended. So I'm hoping that THQ has done the same thing equally over all the platforms. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see. I'm actually gonna order as soon as I have finished this podcast, because all this talking and actually thinking of it might actually just result in issue. I'm gonna buy it on PlayStation. So that's done. Um, and as I said, right now, uh, for some people, or actually this Sunday or Friday, sorry, Skyrim is coming out. So let's see here, Skyrim available November 11th. Yeah. So this Friday, Skyrim is coming out. And that game is so hyped up, it's insane. I know Tyler is going to hate me for this because he loves Skyrim, and he loved the Elder Scrolls. He loved the Elder Scrolls series. He's a huge Morrowind fan, and he loved Morrowind and Oblivion. I hated both of them. I have Oblivion, and it was my biggest mistake of buying because I played 10 minutes of it and put it down. I can't finish that game. The second thing is that I played Daggerfall, and that game was hard. And I still have the game actually on PC. But I know it looks fantastic and all that, but it just doesn't appeal to me. I have a hard time playing a first-person shooter, a first-person game RPG that doesn't have a combat system like, for instance, Fallout. Fallout, when it switched over to 3D, I was highly skeptical until they showed the VAT system. This here doesn't have anything like it. It's all real time, so yeah, it does appeal to me a lot, but it's probably gonna sell well. So you can check that out. And again, let's not forget that for people who were waiting for LA Noir, the PC version is coming out soon. I think you can order it now, and I think it's just on the steps. It's also coming this week, and I hope it runs great. It, Bundy, whatever this they call Team Bundy. Sorry, Bundy. Team Bundy is. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see anything from them because it's been dismantled totally. There are so many rumors about that. We're not going to see LA Noir 2. And Rockstar has made it pretty clear that, well, what they're going to focus on is Grand Theft Auto 5, and they also said we're not going to go with the motion cap on the faces because that's not what we're about at a GTA game. Because what GTA is all about, roaming and blowing stuff up. What a great story, also, but that's pretty essential stuff. So they made that clear. But it's interesting to see here what's actually happening all around the thing. Christmas is also Black Friday is coming soon. So that's going to be interesting to see, especially check out. Remember, there are two places to be really at Black Friday. If you don't want to be trampled, and I'm talking to the Americans here, if you don't want to be trampled, Amazon, Steam. I'm 100% sure that Steam will probably match everything you can get. Game-wise, if you want TVs and all that, go ahead, go to Walmart or wherever you are. Over here, we don't have Black Friday, so it's something special for US. But Steam always has a great sale, so I'm always interested in that. Amazon was really impressive last year, matching a lot of the great sales. So you just have to order it. So I'm hoping I can get some stuff game wise. Um, so just have to wait and see. I got an email from Amazon about Black Friday sales are going to come out soon. Let me see if I can find it in my inbox. That's a great thing. Yeah, Black Friday week deals coming soon. And it's just a stupid. Yeah, nothing specific. It's not out there yet. It's just a reminder. I'm actually hoping they had some links for it here. Yeah, it's just crap. Nothing interesting. But again, soon. So soon you can taste it. But this here is pretty much it for me. Hoping that next week is going to be more interesting. I'm hoping that after this weekend is going to be more interesting. So thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking around while I've been away. And until next time,